Awakening of the sun, everybody. The name is Bluefang, and welcome back to another episode of the Hunger Games Simulator. In the last episode, we did the Big Bang Theory, and in this episode, we are doing Squid Game characters. Now, straight up, I have very little to say about this because I I don't really. I don't really know what to say. I've just put down characters that the wiki said. This last row from this point onward, I believe are villains, but I can't really say. I know this guy sucks, and I'm rooting for these two because I know that they're related. I watched one episode, and the rest I know via spoilers. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you once again to Kyrie Savefan on YouTube. Well, not once again, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, thank you for suggesting this one. You know the drill by now. I have the two root fours in Cho Sang Woo and Seonji Gi-hun. Do not be pissed off if I mispronounce these names. Keep in mind, I am one of those filthy Americans who have a wow. But either way, let's proceed. Oh yeah, their nicknames, I just made the numbers because that would be easier for me to not mess up. And all of them were given to me by the wiki. So if the wiki has something wrong, go edit it and make it right. Either way, the tributes on the podium, the horn sounds. 95 stays at the cornucopia. 67 snatches a ball of alcohol in a rag. 29 also gets a bottle of alcohol in a rag. The VIPs 199, the pink guards 120, 230, 222, and 1 run away. 333, 007, and 44 get into a fight. 44 triumphantly kills them both. 212 and 149 fight for a bag. 149 gives up and retreats. That looks like it makes sense. 218, 3 and 388 run away. 124 finds some bows and arrows in a quiver. The front man snatches a bottle of alcohol in a rag. 456 runs away from the cornucopia. 100 runs away with a lighter and some rope. 390 runs away. 006 grabs a backpack and retreats. 125 finds a bag full of explosives. Bleh. 124 makes a slingshot. 388 makes a slingshot. 95 and 120 hunt for other tributes. 67 collects fruit from a tree. The front men and pink guards hunt for other tributes. You know what? That makes sense. 212 camouflages herself in the bushes. I'm sorry, I forgot to change that. 218 and tracks down 456. Thank you for not only killing your brother, but one of the people I'm rooting for. Dumb fuck. 222 thinks about home. 149 stalks 44. 230 receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. 006 tries to spearfish for the trident. 29 overhears 199 and the VIPs talking in the distance. 100 camouflages himself in the bushes. 1 makes a slingshot. 001. 390 constructs a shack, and 125 receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. With that, there are 3 cannon shots that can be heard in the distance. 333 from District 1. 007 from District 9, and 456 from District 1. With that, District 1 is completely out of play, which doesn't make sense. I thought between the 3 seasons you won twice. I guess it also makes sense that you would lose. I mean, you killed yourself. But, yeah, from 24 survivors to 21. Let's do this. 222 and 67 huddle for warmth. 006 goes to sleep. 120 goes to sleep. 29 forces 100 to kill 124 or 212. He decides to kill 124. 390 and the VIPs talk about the tribute still alive. The pink guard set up camp for the night. 388 passes out from exhaustion. 95 and 149 huddle for warmth. 199 and 218 sleep in shifts. 001 receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. 44, or I guess I should say 044 and 125 huddle for warmth. The front man attempts to starfire but is unsuccessful. 230 climbs a tree to rest. 067 travels to higher ground. 230 the front man. 095 and the pink guards hunt for the tributes. I'm not going to say O for those numbers anymore. Hunt for the tributes. 390 receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. 388 practices archery. 222 receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. The VIPs accidentally step on a landmine. Okay, I find this hilarious that all these people stepped on a landmine and they're all dead. 29 fishes, 006, 44, 212, and 218 hunt for other tributes. 001 thinks about home. 100 attacks 149, but she manages to escape. 125 sprains his ankle running away from 120, and 199 collects fruit from a tree. With that, 2 more cannon shots can be heard in the distance. 124 from District 3 and the VIPs from District 12. With that, District 1 is still the only district completely out, but we do go from 21 survivors to 18. No, not 18. 21, 20, 19, excuse me. Wow, I was bad at math. That was really bad. 218 cooks his food before putting his fire out. 67 sees a fire but stays hidden. 388 sets an explosive off, killing 120. The pink guards receive an explosive from an unknown sponsor. 222 receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. 44 receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. 212 sees a fire but stays hidden. 390 and 149 run into each other and decide a truce for the night. 100, 230, 29, and 95 sleep in shifts. The front man tries to sing himself to sleep. 125 receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. 001 stays awake all night. 006 tries to sing herself to sleep. And 199 thinks about home. 230 is unable to convince 222 to not kill him. Her. That's a her. I really messed up with that. My bad. 390 travels to higher ground. 29 receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. 006 tries to sleep the entire day. 44 goes hunting. 100 falls into a pit and dies. 125 receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. 67 attempts to climb a tree but falls to her death. The pink guards receive an explosive from an unknown sponsor. I don't think it's unknown, but okay. 388 steals from 95 while she isn't looking. 218 receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. The front man and 212 work together for the day. 149 figured out the major plot twist of Season 1 and killed 001 while he's resting. In 199 sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. 120, 230, 100, 67, and 001. So with that, Districts 1 and 3 are completely out. What? How many were gone? 5? Yeah, 5. So 18, 17, 16, 15, 4. We go from 19 to 14 survivors. I really need to keep better track of these numbers. Yeah, let's keep going. The pink guards leave another explosive from an unknown sponsor. How many explosives are you guys going to get? Good lord. 149 climbs a tree to rest. 218 and 199 tell stories about themselves to each other. 125 goes to sleep. 29 loses sight of where he is. 390 and 95 tell stories about themselves to each other. 44 offends 222, the front man, and 006 away from her fire. 388 thinks about home. 212 receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. 29 overpowers 95, killing her. 44 attacks 149, but she manages to escape. 006 picks flowers. 218 receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. 212 searches for firewood. The front man is pricked by thorns of picking berries. 222 searches for a water source. 199 receives a clean water from an unknown sponsor. The pink guards pick flowers. 388 makes a wooden spear. 125 and 390 split up search for resources. Carnivorous squirrels start attacking the arena. 390 survives. 199 is brutally attacked by scurrious squirrels. The squirrels separate and kill the pink guards in 218. Okay, so I can't win. 149 survives. The front man uses the squirrels to the advantage, shoving 125 into them. 006 in agony kills 29, so he does not have to be attacked by the squirrels. 44 does the same thing to 222. 388 tries to kill as many squirrels as he can, but there are too many. 212 survives. 8 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. 95 from District 9, 199 from District 8, the pink guards from District 12, 218 from District 5, 125 from District 4, 29 from District 10, 222 from District 2, and 388 from District 6. We see everyone's status. Districts 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, and 12 are completely out. And we go from 14 survivors to 6 survivors. Top quarter of the cast. And surprisingly, there are still pacifists. 212 climbs a tree to rest. The front man, 149, 006, and 44 sleep in shifts. 390 goes to sleep. The cornucopia is replenished with food supplies, evidence, and memoirs from tributes families. The front men in 212 fight 149 and 44. 149 and 44 survive. 006 stuffs a bundle of dry clothing into a backpack before sprinting away. 390 decides not to go to the feast. 390 discovers the cave. 006 receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. 44 is pricked by thorns of picking berries. 149 fishes. With that, 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The front man from District 11 and 212 from District 6. Meaning Districts 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11, and 12 are completely out. And we go from 6 survivors to 4. And I can't believe District 7 is still completely intact this late into the game. 390 and 44 hold hands. 149 quietly hums. 006 tends to her wounds. 006 overhears 149 and 44 talking in the distance. 390 falls into a pit and dies. 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance, and a 390 from District 2. Meaning Districts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11, and 12 are completely out. And we go from 4 survivors to 3. Congratulations, you're the farthest going pacifist at 4th place. 006 tends to 149's wounds. 44 cooks her food before putting her fire out. Okay, I'm gonna say this and completely jinx myself, but there are some games, a select few, where I look at a character I didn't root for and I didn't expect, but something tells me they got simulator luck on their side, and that simulator luck carries them to victory. And in this case, I feel it's 149. I think she might actually end up pulling this off, but I'm not sure. And again, because I said it, it jinxes it. 149 collects fruit from a tree. 006 does the same. 44 camouflages himself in the bushes. No cannons. 006 dies from an infection. 149 kills 44 with a hatchet. I was fucking right. I was right. The winner is 149 from District 7. Okay, what is 149's name? Jang Gyem-ja. Squid Games. Alright, anyways, here are the winner. So here are the placements. In 24th, Lee Wing-gi, or Lee Wing-gi, I'm going to go with Gi. In 23rd, Park Young-sik. In 22nd, Seong Ji-hun. Oh no, it's G. It's G. I know that guy's name is Ji-hun. In 21st, Namgyo. In 20th, the VIPs. In 19th, Cho Hunju. In 18th, Thanos. In 17th, with 1 kill, Im Jong-dae. In 16th, Kang Se-byuk. In 15th, Oh Il-nam. In 14th, Kim Young-mi. In 13th, Ali Abdul. In 12th, the Pink Guards. In 11th, with 1 kill, Cho Song-woo. In 10th, Park Min-soo. In 9th, with 1 kill, Hwang Jun-ho. In 8th, with the kill, Kim Jun-hee. In 7th, with 1 kill, Kang Dae-ho. In 6th, with 1 kill, Hwang In-ho. In 5th, Han Min-yo. In 4th, Bak Jung-bai, who is our farthest going pacifist. In 3rd, with 1 kill, Park Mi-hwa. In 2nd, with 5 kills, the most this game, Seon-yo. And the winner with 4 kills to her name, Jang Jim-ja, otherwise known as 149. Sorry in advance to anybody, any Korean audience. I don't believe I have any from analytics, but I never know how big I could get, so let's say this preemptively. I'm sorry, I'm American, and I don't know how to pronounce these names. Here's the summary. It lasted around a week, despite the events. They happened late game, though. Anyways, district placements. In 12th, 1. In 11th, 3. In 10th, 9. In 8th, 12. In 7th, 5. In 6th, 4. In 5th, 11. In 4th, 6. In 3rd, 2. In 2nd, 10. And in 1st, 7. Anyways, there you have it, folks. That'll conclude the Squid Games Hunger Games Simulator. Thank you once again to Kyrie Sane Fan on YouTube for suggesting this. And on next week's episode, it's time to fill out a tradition. That's right, we are going back to Season 7, going back and getting every person who scored last, aside from the championship, because they won a game, getting every person who scored last, and putting them all together to see who can redeem themselves here in Season 8. But until that time happens, the name is Bluefang, and I bid you all a good west positioning of the sun, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.